Alright everybody, welcome back. Time to battle with Mono Blue in Ranked. Alright, we found our first opponent. We have a redraw. It's effectively a 2-power hand, but a 5-drop and 2 6-drops in our opening hand is not what we want, and not enough power to play our Wisdom either. So I'm gonna redraw. Alright, this is not incredibly much better, but it is definitely better. While we still only have 2 power, we have 2 3-drops, 2 removal, and only 1 5+ drop in Dragon. Such a shiny dragon. I got like 2 shiny dragons from my very first rank rewards. Like both chests gave me like a foil Thunderstrike dragon, and I just kept them ever since, and now they're actually playable, which is nice. I even played them back then a bit and experimented with like a Hurler control with second sight and like 4 second sight and 3 dragons, which was decent but not great. And I eventually like didn't dig deeper. Now you can see Hulk on Discord or Hulkbuster in game do that in his Hurler control after I inspired him to, because he was like posting this Hurler control deck which seemed pretty interesting, and he had issues with armory, and I suggested maybe giving like second sight and dragon a try, because it should be good against armory and should generally be good, and he seems to like it so far. He has been running 4 between main deck and sideboard in the ETS, and also on ladder he usually sports 2 main deck now, and it seems to serve him well. So dragon is slowly creeping up on the format. And yeah, it's really powerful. I'm definitely looking for like good decks that utilize the card properly. And this is one of the possibilities alongside the Hurler control. Alright, so gonna Permafrost this, and then attack to offer trade and hopefully draw a card. And we managed to draw a card, which is nice. Opponent doesn't want to trade. Kind of understandably, because this guy is gonna grow next turn. But then we have Polymorph at the ready to punish him again. Unless he goes Titan, then we probably Polymorph to Titan and don't attack. That also works, I guess. Alright, so I think since we have no shot at attacking here, I'm gonna go with second sight first. Oh, Snowball. Not a snowball's chance in hell or something like that. I guess we put back a dragon, because it seems like dragon is gonna be pretty important. I mean, we could have put back Polymorph to draw it with our Tundra Explorers, but that's not that great. I think the best option here is just drop this, play Waykeeper, and then next turn just start churning out dragons. Combray usually doesn't like an army of Thunderstrike dragons. We'll see. And he seems to be Obelisk Combray, not Big Combray, which usually means no harsh roll, which is even better for our dragon plan. And there's still 3 second sight and 2 more dragons left in the deck to up the dragon pressure, basically. One thing that I forgot to mention in the deck tech that is a very real option is simply splashing torch into this deck, since it's basically free, especially while we run Seek already anyway. And yeah, it should add some nice like flexibility and power level to the deck. And yeah, I'm blocking with double Explorer rather than one of each, to not give the opponent the choice what to kill. Because if somehow Waykeeper is more annoying for them, they're gonna kill it, and if not, they're gonna do it anyway, so no need in giving the opponent unnecessary options that have no downside for them. Alright, so Gonna keep that Polymorph for now. Might have to use that on Titan. Like next turn we can attack and then snowball the Titan. Probably gonna Polymorph the Seraph, we'll see. Well, actually I think gonna Polymorph the Titan and then attack because Seraph doesn't look so strong right now. Once again gonna block. Some of these lists play Finest Hour, but I'm willing to risk it. And yeah, he doesn't want to risk it, so he doesn't have Finest Hour. He either is not playing it or at least doesn't have one in hand. Ooh, another second sight. That is really sweet. More snowballs. That is fairly great. While I really would like to draw a card with Tundra Explorer, I'd rather draw another dragon. That's arguably a lot more powerful. And I think dropping a Hurler is probably better than polymorphing here. So yeah, I'll just drop another Hurler to discourage the Titan from attacking. And we just keep dragoning. That is fine, not too impressive. Obelisk is annoying, but yeah, I think best course of action probably is to block here and guess take 11. Alright, so we could play this and like double snowball the Marshal. Or like polymorph one Seraph and double snowball. I think I actually like Dragon best. If they have a Vanquish number 2, then we are screwed, but what can we do? They usually have 3 and they played 1. And I think it's our best option long term to stabilize this game. And maybe like go for Hurler, polymorph next turn. Yeah, and he has it, so now we are in a pretty bad spot. And I think it is actually best to block this way and go to 1. So as long as he doesn't have the third Vanquish or a Desert Marshal, we maybe are able to stabilize this. I guess Magus of the Mist is a pretty good option here too. That even sort of beats a Desert Marshal. Yeah, I think that's a decent option. Like this card's pretty good against Combray. Since what they're gonna do? Silence our Magus? No problem. I'll take that. Alright. Nice, we can actually like 5, 7, yep, perfect. Polymorph here. Lightning Storm. Kill this. And kill this. That's like the nice synergies between Snowball and Lightning Storm in this deck. Alright. No attacks here, since if we attack and he blocks, we lose our dragon. So we just pass the turn. But yeah, now this game looks very winnable on 1 health. Next turn we can just drop Thunderstrike Dragon and start going on the offensive. And the screw starts to really become problematic for our opponent. More Disciple. Not too impressed by this. In Eilyn's favor, not that it does anything other than thin our deck of power and deploy more power. Alright, so I think I want to attack here. It's like a slightly greedy attack, but I mean he used 2 vanquish and we gotta like ride this game home before he like eventually overwhelms us. So I think it's good to start pressuring here, especially if he draws a Titan. We are in some serious trouble, because then the game drags out forever and it shouldn't be too hard for him to eventually deal that last damage to us. So I'd rather just try and end the game. Alright, so that is pretty good actually, because that forces us to lose our illusionary dragon without him losing his sandcrawler, which is unfortunate, but not much we can do about it. That's the risk that we took by attacking. Maybe I was a bit too aggressive, not sure. Because yeah, now we are like in a position where we can't win anymore. Yeah, it was probably a bit too early to attack. I mean, it's good to be aggressive and turn the game on your opponent when you're stabilized on one health, but it was just a tad bit too early. Should have waited one more turn to see what he does, and until I deployed another big blocker. That loss is on me. Yeah, like with decks like this that are like a bit limited in their like options and power, it definitely matters much more what decisions you make, and if you mess up like that, that quickly ends the game in the opponent's favor. I should have like thought it through a bit more and see that he has too many ways to punish me for that. I just didn't think of like healer on the crawler to make him not lose a unit, but forcing me to lose the drag. Before, without the healer, the spot is basically, if he attacks, I lose my Waykeeper and my Magus plus drag, but he loses his Sandcrawler and his Disciple, so it's kind of like an even trade for him. So it's not an appealing trade, not like the most appealing trade for him. But yeah, the trade is still kind of good for him, and if there's anything that makes the trade better for him, it's actually a great trade, so it was too early to go for it there. Alright, we are power screwed. That's unfortunate, but not much we can do. So in we go and pass. But yeah, it's pretty sad that I punted the last game, given that we like could have legitimately won on 1 health there. It would have been pretty amazing actually. Alright, so I could snowball here, but I won't. We have Lightning Storm, and I also really want a Wisdom of the Elders at the end of the opponent's turn, to find power drops for next turn without having to discard. Alright, let's find some power. Please no echo cards or fate cards. That's good. Because otherwise we probably would skip our draw step, which wouldn't be so nice. Okay, so I think this is a good Permafrost target, because it doesn't really do anything relevant once permafrosted, and he has no way of getting rid of that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Alright. Don't think I want to unstable form my Waykeeper here, especially given that we have a Hurler in hand for next turn. So we'll just pass. We have time. Even though we are Primal, we have time. Okay, and that is not that big of a deal. Taking the Polymorph is kinda good, but oh well. It's not the end of the world. Ooh, he's scared of our lightning storm. Interesting. That is very surprising to me, but I don't mind. Okay. Jotun Hurler. Nice. Okay. So don't think I want to unstable form here. Like, he has power open and he knows we have unstable form. So it's fairly likely that he's baiting us with removal. So I think I'll just attack here. And then drop a dragon into said removal. No removal. Interesting. Maybe he just like has only one and wants to like play around unstable form. That's another decent unstable form target if we really have to. I mean, giving him a 7-drop is not nice, but it is better than losing to it. But fortunately we have Polymorph. So we just polymorphed. And yeah, Magus is pretty nice with our unstable forms. Once he's out of power. Keep attacking. It's also nice how like Borderlands Waykeeper stalls the Polymorph frogs. It's like a neat little interaction. It's also very possible that the deck should run 4 Polymorph, but I'm not sure. I mean, there's only so many things that you really need to Polymorph, and Unstable Form takes care of some of them too, and other than that we have Permafrost as good removal and fatties. Okay, another Acolyte. Yeah, popping the Aegis is not particularly impressive, and now that he's like depleted, we can just Magus Unstable Form, which is pretty powerful. Yay! Nice! That was pretty efficient. If we had power, I would just kill this guy. I think I'm just gonna attack like this and not give him the trade, given that we have a snowball here. So I'd rather just make him deal with all the fatties. But yeah, this game looks like it's pretty over, and we haven't even dropped the second dragon yet. That's not bad, but good that we have a snowball left. Alright. Actually, just gonna snowball this, cause why not? Oops. And end the game. Upgrade this for style points. We almost downgraded it. Alright, we got him. But yeah, this deck does some surprisingly powerful stuff. We would probably be 2-0 now if I wouldn't have punted the first game. So that's nothing to sneeze at for a mono faction deck. This is definitely one of the better, if not the best, mono faction deck currently. It's debatable whether like mono time is better or not, I guess. Like in general, the mono faction decks, this is a really bad hand. But that's what you get sometimes from a redraw. This game is not gonna go in our favor, I think. I mean, yeah, mono faction decks are definitely better than they are given credit for, I think. Alright. We keep drawing all the power, especially all the power without monuments, which is exactly not what we want. But yeah, maybe we'll draw gas for the rest of the game from now on. At least so I hope. Alright. Think I'm gonna go for Favor here over Lightning Strike. Simply because there's a reasonable chance that he drops the Champion of Chaos next turn, and I'd rather Lightning Strike the Champion than the Instigator. And I want to get all the like power out of my deck when I'm flooded. And since he popped our Aegis, maybe he has something that he wants to play, like a Sabotage or whatever, in our face. Oh, nice. That is definitely relevant. I actually think probably like Lightning Storm Snowball better here than Lightning Strike, since Lightning Strike can also deal with stuff like... Although he already put a Reaper in the Void, so he has Reaper. I think I'll just pass. Probably use the Lightning Strike. I was about to say like Lightning Strike is nice against Dragon and stuff, but yeah, I'll just Lightning Strike here and then stall the Instigator with Jotun Hurler, preferably, so that's the plan at least. Alright, at least we stopped drawing power, so there's still hope. I was about to say, if he has an Annihilate there, that's not good for us, but what can we do? At least our one power prevented yet another damage to our face. The value is real. And more power, cause we don't have enough of that yet. Guess Lightning Storm Snowball. I think it's better to hold on to Permafrost against like a Reaper or something that has more health than 3. Like a Steward of the Past for example. Or even like a Tyrant. Or an Impending Doom. The best Permafrost target in the game probably. And yeah, I guess I sort of expect our Magus of the Mist to die here, but we'll see, we'll find out. Maybe we are lucky. There's the torch. Yep. Never lucky. Boom. And more boom booms when we are flooded. Alright, time to draw a Thunderstrike Dragon, I'd say. That is the card that can maybe help turn this game around. But probably nothing can at this point, because we are at virtually 6. So chances to like turn this around are pretty low. Also, worth noting, Unstable Form on Umbran Reaper is the real deal as well. And yeah, there goes our life total. Ooh, that's actually... it's annoying that it doesn't stay on our way. That's actually sort of nice. Might block the next burn spell or Reaper trigger. Come on, was something good? Nope. Didn't get anything. So we're probably dead. Yep. There we go. And down we go. Alright. 1 and 2, but only due to my punt, not the deck's fault. Pretty decent showing for the first half of the games. Stay tuned for 3 more games with this fun brew. See you in a moment.